All of these different facial expressions took me exactly 10 seconds to make. Sounds crazy, right? In this video, I will show you how you can take any face and transform it exactly as you want, with just a click of a button. In order to do that, we will be using a website called OpenArt. The link will be in the description. Once we are in the home page, we just have to scroll down and click on Change Facial Expression. Now we simply need to come here and upload an image. I uploaded this image of an AI-generated woman. To the right, we can see all the settings we can use in order to change her facial expression. Don't get overwhelmed by them. They are very easy to use. First, we have the Choose Preset option, which gives us access to all of these presets with different moods for our character. We can choose happy, wink, surprised, sleepy, frown, and looking away. Underneath the presets, we have all these options with which we can adjust each small parameter of the face. All these settings are split in 3 different sections. The head position, where we can customize the position of our character's head. Then we have mouth adjustments, where we can customize anything in the mouth area. And finally, we have eye adjustments, where we can customize the eyes of our character. Let's start with the head position. The first thing we can customize is the head's vertical direction, which determines how much the head is tilted upwards or downwards. We can change the parameter by sliding the bar, by clicking, or by coming over here and manually typing the corresponding number. I want her head slightly tilted downwards, so I will type -5, and as you can see, her head slightly tilted downwards. Beneath that, we have the horizontal direction, which determines how much the head will be turned to left or to the right. Let's say I want her head slightly more turned to the left, so I will simply move this slightly towards the left. And just like that, the AI turned her head to the left. Finally, we have the head's side direction, which determines the vertical tilt of the head. I will move it slightly to the left as well. Right now, we have created this image and we can clearly see the changes in her head positioning. But this is only one of the 3 adjustments we can make. Now it's time to edit the mouth area. First, we need to go to the Mouth Adjustments tab. Here we have 4 customization options: the smile, mouth open, which basically is the vertical height of the mouth width, and mouth roundness. Let's start with the smile. This determines how close to smiling or to frowning our character will be. If we move the slider closer to laugh, the AI gives her a pretty good and realistic smile. The only reason the overall face seems a little bit off is because she is not smiling with her eyes as well. But don't worry, we are going to fix that in the next tab. Underneath smile is the mouth open option, which determines how open the mouth will be. If we increase it, we can see that she indeed opens her mouth, but in an excessive amount, which I don't really like, so I will move it back next to closed. That's better. Now let's go to mouth width. I know a very cool trick with this one. You can make anyone do a duck face. The only thing you have to do is to lower this all the way to narrow, and boom. Our character is doing a duck face. On the contrary, if we put this all the way up, we get this very weird and creepy smile. So generally we should have this around the middle for the best results. And at last we have mouth roundness, which I will slightly decrease to around -4. Now, we already have a very good result that is close to the end result we want, but we are missing the most important part, the eye area. So let's go and edit it as well. When we scroll down, we can see that we have 5 options this time. We have blink, eye direction horizontal, eye direction vertical, eyebrow position, which is the most important one for creating any expression, and wink. Let's start with blink, which determines how open or closed the eyes will be. Let's lower it all the way down and see the result. That doesn't look very good. Always, remember that if you make any changes on a certain section and you don't like them, you can return back to the default ones by coming up here and clicking on reset. This will reset all the settings of the section back to the default ones. Now let's recreate her eye area from the start. Let's first come down here to the eye direction horizontal option. If we slide the bar all the way to the left, we get this weird and unnatural result, while if we slide it all the way to the right, we get this incredible gaze that fits well with the rest of her face. But I want her to be looking straight at the camera, so I will lower it a bit. Underneath it, we have the vertical eye direction, which determines how upwards or downwards the eyes will be tilted at. I personally like them as they are, so I will leave it at 0. And underneath that, we have the eyebrow position, which is the most important parameter when it comes to conveying emotions. If we slide the bar closer to higher, you can see that this gives our character a more friendly and intrigued look. If we slide it closer to lower, it gives her a more worried and confused look. So you can see how big of a role the eyebrows play for the look of the character, but I don't want her to be neither friendly nor confused, so I will leave this around the middle. And under that, we have the wink option, which I think is self-explanatory. If we slide this bar, we can make our character wink. I don't want to do that, so I will leave it as it is. And after we are satisfied with our end result, we can simply come down here and click on Save Image. Remember that you can do the same with any image you want. You just need to upload it to the editor, choose the settings you want, and let OpenArt do the rest. Now, if you want to see how you can use all of the functions of this editor, click on this video right here.